Cool. We're going to roll with it, guys. It is Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. Habit, skills, and attitude. Guys, today's piece is going to be more on the skills side of things. Van has kind of mentioned it a few times recently. Guys, things are starting to get shut back down. It seems to be getting shut back down more than it has been in the past couple months. Back in April, when coronavirus really spiked, or I'll say the hysteria of it all, we had to shut down face-to-face meetings for the most part. So guys, what I wanted to teach on today is scripts and the importance of scripts, and understanding that if things do get shut down, it's okay. It's really not a big deal. We're making phone contacts just as if we're walking into a business. And to reiterate the importance of referrals, gathering names, gathering that pre-approach, and always asking somebody before you leave them, hey, just like Caitlin, that was beautiful. Who are 5 to 10 people that this might be a fit for? Find out who you need to contact. Who can you give the opportunity to tell me no? So guys, everybody, I do recommend this. Some of y'all can see me, some of you can't. I prefer you do be able to see my screen, but also see me. If you don't have a binder that has all of these scripts, everything we do is scripts. From gathering referrals, memory joggers, rebuttals, phone recruiting, social media scripts. You should have a binder with all that in there. So at any given point, you can pull that out and you simply read from it. And obviously reading scripts, it takes practice, just like our sales talk. But the script you see on the screen right now, this is Rob McLean's phone script. And simply when calling referrals, okay, because what can happen is if things do get squeezed on us again, if you already have clients, whether that's 30 clients, whether that's 100 clients or 300, policy reviews. Policy reviews can absolutely hold you over and help you maintain during this time, just kind of crazy time. So knowing what to say, how to say it, when to say it is huge. And so the cool thing is job security. Our business does not shut down. We can still go to work. We just need to make sure that we use the words that are handed down by people who are better than us. And this year, Rob has not left the house many times at all. And I believe he wrote 260,000, could be wrong, GAP from his office at the house. So guys, whatever he's doing, whatever he's saying, I'm typing it up, which I will make sure that what's on the screen right now that you get, I'll shoot it out to Van, which I know he has, and Kyle probably has it as well. But it's Rob McLean's phone script. And it'll allow you to call your referrals and not be so nervous about it, because it's very, very cut and dry. There's no fat on it, and you can weed through the folks that are a good fit and who are not, and roll on. And guys, I will mention this. I've been studying and following Rob for a while now, and we got into a conversation last week. And while reviewing a book, it just kind of hit me. I was like, man, Rob, I think I take no more personal than I used to, because I do know my skill level has improved, and it's kind of made me gun shy in certain areas, family and friends, just approaching certain people. And he just kind of helped me work through that and realize that it is our job to serve people, and that first and foremost, you have to be okay with people telling you no. What Rob does a tremendous job on is the ability to take no and just move on. He puts so much pressure on the system that he just goes through the motions. He has conversations with people and he signs them up, or he doesn't, and it just doesn't matter, because guess what? He never runs out of people to talk to, because whether they buy or not, he's gathering those referrals. So guys, what I'm going to teach on right here is a very simple script that when you call a referral, to get them online to Zoom. Okay. And maybe they don't want to meet you on Zoom and you can meet them in person. Okay. But guys, make sure that you get good speaking these words. Okay. So phone rings. Hi, Ms. Jones. This is Zach. My name is not familiar to you, is it? Pause. No, no, it's not. Okay. Uh, Listen, Van Davenport, he's a client of mine. He didn't say that this would be a fit for you. He just mentioned I should introduce myself. Did I catch you at a really bad time? Can I take 30 seconds and tell you what I do for Van, and you can let me know whether or not you want to hang up or we'll continue talking? Sure, why not? Go ahead. So I talk to families like Van about unexpected things like cancer, heart disease, stroke, anything intensive care related, and accidents. Van has health insurance. However, he knows that health insurance pays doctors and hospitals. I sold policies to Van to help with the costs not covered by health insurance, like lost income, deductibles, copays, and travel. He likes that it pays on top of any other insurance he already has and that it covers the whole family. But what he really likes is that if he doesn't end up using the policy, he actually gets 100% of his money back. It's called return of premium. Again, Van didn't say that this would be a fit for you. He just mentioned I should share it with you. You probably have questions like what's the coverage, what's the cost, how the money back works, and I would have some questions for you as well. So would you be open to meeting with me, and you could ask me some questions and I could ask you some questions to see if it's a fit? Sure, that's awesome. Great. When is a good time for me to meet with you and your spouse? Are you available during the day or after hours? Okay, let me look at my calendar. All right. Would you be open to meeting in person, or is an online meeting better for you? Okay, guys, that is a very, very, very simple script. And I've sat here and I've just sat on the phone with Rob as he dialed these people. He would dial 15 to 20 people within an hour. All right. And he would bring, 4 or 5 to the table. Any takeaways? Any questions? How many of you are calling people currently, or are you still seeing people in person?
I'm still seeing people in person.
Perfect.
I try to make a habit of calling at least a handful a day just to get in the habit in case things go back to being shut down. I'm already in that momentum of doing that.
Right. And that is the right mindset. I highly encourage in person if that is doable. Every person, every business is different, just like in every pivot. We just have to read the situation. And that's why asking, hey, is this something we can do in person, or would you be open to a Zoom meeting? Guys, we have Trish did a phenomenal job with making a letterhead and Zoom instructions. Everybody, you can get your own Zoom ID, meeting ID, and it looks very professional. It really is a lot of fun. I'm still trying to see people in person if possible, but having these scripts and knowing what to say and how to do it's vital. That way you don't skip a beat. One thing I will mention that Rob does very well. One thing is he slows down. While slowing down, they're able to understand. It's almost awkwardly slow how he speaks. And one part that's very important is, did I catch you at a really bad time? All right. When you call somebody, throw it out there. Did I catch you at a really bad time? Because there's a 94% chance it's not a bad time. And they're going, no, go ahead. Can I take 30 seconds to tell you what I do for Van? And then you can tell me whether or not you want to hang up on me or we'll continue talking. So guys, your buying atmosphere starts there. Okay. You're letting them know, hey, this is not a big deal. Can I take 30 seconds or not? All right. So I do want to try this. And guys, if this does not work, we'll just wrap up. But this is a recording that I have of Rob. who is he's already demoed the guy, and he's just gathering referrals. Now, Kyle, if you're on, text me if this does not come through, but I want to make sure that it does. I'm going to try it at least.
And base one individual ICU. Cool. Send it out. Awesome. So we're done, man. Was that painless?
It was very painless.
Well, good. Hey, let me ask you a couple questions. Are you upset at all that Megan passed your name and number on it?
No, not at all. I'm glad she did. She looked out for me.
Awesome. Are you comfortable with the way I approached you on the phone and how I've dealt with you throughout, the 2 phone calls we've been on now?
Yes.
Cool. So maybe I could ask your help. The hard part about my job, Josh, is finding people that like this and can afford it. I do really well, and everyone's really happy to hear about this, even if it doesn't fit their finances or whatever. So if I could ask your help the same way I asked Megan, who are some families or individuals that you care about that I could just say hi to? And based on who you are, they may listen to me.
I've got a friend of mine, she's a friend of Megan and I both, actually.
Okay.
I don't know if it would fit in her budget, though. She's worse off than I am with money.
Well, that's all right. Would you give her the opportunity to tell me no?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Shoshana Blevins.
Okay. Phone number?
Now you're going to have to give me a minute.
No, you're fine.
Six 693 2499.
Okay. What does she do?
Well, she works at Lowe's and at UPS.
Nice. So she's a coworker.
Well, she works on a different shift, but yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, anyone else that you work with at UPS?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. Do you know anyone who's self-employed?
No,
Or
I do not.
Runs their own business? Do you have any enemies?
Some, but I don't have their phone number.
I'm just kidding. Anyone else you can think of as you look through your contacts in your phone, like just scrolling through? Maybe someone that you know that's had heart issues, or that's had a family member who's heart disease, or that's had a family member that's dealt with cancer. Oh, do you all have any cousins?
We do actually, yes.
What are their names?
Let's see. How much paper have you got?
I've got a lot of paper.
I'm gonna give you my 2 male cousins.
Okay.
Andrew Grossholtz.
Okay. What's his phone number?
Is 615 480 1043.
Okay. And then the other one?
The other one is Matthew Grossholtz.
Okay.
And his phone number is 680 630 5938.
And does Andrew live in Tennessee, I'm assuming?
Andrew actually lives in St. Louis.
Oh, Missouri or?
St. Louis, Missouri, yes.
Awesome. I've got I'm just thinking out loud. I have a license for Missouri. Where does Matthew live?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay.
So guys, I'll stop it right there. Any takeaways on that?
I like how he was prompting him with different questions, just to jog his memory and get him to start thinking.
Bingo. Yeah. Hey, do you know any self-employed people who own their own businesses? Hey, do you know any families that have dealt with heart disease or cancer? Hey, while you're scrolling through your phone, that's just a little nudge. He didn't, I'm sure the guy maybe didn't have his phone, but when he said, "Hey, while you're scrolling through your phone," I'm sure he picked up his phone. Just throwing a joke. Do you have any enemies? Ha ha ha! I'm just kidding. Keep it lighthearted. Hey, do you have any cousins? So, if you're ever with Kyle, you'll see some of this stuff where he's always asking, "Hey, do you have any siblings? Where do they work? Who's their manager?" So we're always fishing for names. And again, Rob never runs out of names. So his buying atmosphere really starts when you pick up the phone because he's so relaxed. And he says the same things every single time that he just really thoroughly enjoys talking to folks and helping them solve the problem. I do encourage you at some point to jump on a Zoom with him as he does a full Zoom, as he makes phone calls, as he gathers referrals. It's eye-opening to see how much we might be leaving out, or we might just simply be doing it incorrectly. But don't be afraid to ask, guys. Thanks again. Like I said, I will make sure that Rob McLean's phone script is in your email at some point today. I'll get it to Kyle and I'll get it to Van. And like I said, I would put it in a binder with everything, all of your scripts, the sales talk. Because as you're out in the field training somebody, put it in their lap and say, "Hey, this is what we do. We learn these scripts. These are people who say it very well. And our job is just to copy them and leave people better than we found them." So, guys, I hope you all had a phenomenal Christmas. Please be careful and have a very, very happy New Year. And yeah, y'all be good. Good luck today.